Oh, of course. She tried to pull something like that. Hey, don't guilt trip me. No kink shame. All I do is grin. All I do is grin, no matter what. You let me. I'm pretty sure I didn't drag you here. You let me pick, you know. What happened to giving my amateur chase a chance, huh? I watched Victoria try to swallow back a smile. And it totally reaches her lips anyway. Oh my gosh.
Technicalities, Max.
Your mom's a technicality.
Oh, snap!
Oh! And there she goes, waving her hand at me dismissively, her eyes scanning the boardwalk like she's looking for something in particular. Well, of course she is. Of course she is. She's looking to take pictures, dude. I don't know if she's finding it because I follow her lead, my gaze landing on the few people miling up and down the boardwalk. I recognize some of the students from Blackville, most of which I don't really talk to. Others are just locals, most of which are fishermen.
Today it's... Excuse me.
Excuse me? That was my dialogue?
That was my dialogue, and I would like to say it.
Don't make me bitch slap ya. Victoria doesn't immediately come up with anything to say, and that's worrying in itself. I scan her face, catching the little creases between her brows. She's like, fuck, I shouldn't have listened to Max. It's just right for a shoot. It's a little boring here. You think there'd be a lot more people. It's just right for a shoot. Confidence, Max. Confidence. Just right. I offer, even though I'm completely positive that's not at all what Victoria's trying to say. Not if I'm judging the look on her face correctly. Victoria turns to look at me, tugging her brows together.
Not exactly what I was getting at, but sure.
Confidence. Well, sure, it's not what I was going for, but... I scratch at my head, checking our surroundings again. There's definitely enough to work with, and even if there's not, I'm pretty sure that me and you can pull anything off. Confidence, Max, confidence. Victoria blinks, seeming almost shocked again. I fight the urge to flush red at the genuine statement, but I mean it. After everything Victoria said, I'm not going to back out now. I refuse to. We can do it!
I like the sound of that. Looks like you're finally pulling your head out of your ass, Max.
Hell yeah. Hey! It's in your ass! Victoria smirks at me.
I'm being completely serious. Confidence suits you well.
The way Victoria says it makes me bite my lip, smiling at the assertion. I like the sound of that, too. At the very least, Victoria's clear faith in us helps us ease out some of the tension I'm feeling. We can do this! I know we can do this! It's no time for me to be wallowing in whatever stupid self-doubt I have. We won't get anywhere like that. My first instinct is to reach for my camera bag, though I'm very promptly stopped when Victoria puts her hand on my arm.
Not so fast, Caulfield.
Ready, set, go! I tilt my head at her, and I wonder if she can actually see the question marks above my head. I think she wants to get right into it. She's staring down at me, curiously, a slight slant to her lips. Stand right there. Don't move, you gotta take the picture. What's the problem this time?
Well?
I'm kidding. What is it?
I just have something I want to ask you.
Ooh. Will you marry me? I retract my hand from the camera bag, and I think that makes Victoria realize she's still got her hand laid over mine. She pulls it away quickly. Instead of moving to lean on the trunk of her car, and that makes whatever she's going to say next less intimidating. cross my arms over my chest, waiting patiently. Go for it!
I wanted to ask you why you care so much about...
Victoria gestures to the surroundings, and I assume she's talking about the people, or, lack in this case. Oh! Well, I wanted you to like it. I mean, it's honest. It's because I actually wanted you to, I don't know, like it. Since you let me pick, I didn't want to bring you somewhere that you know. I trail off dumbly, realizing that it sounds a lot more ridiculous when I say it out loud like that. That, and Victoria's staring at me oddly, eyebrows raised. When she crosses her arms, breathing in softly and releasing it in a slow sigh.
You, what, wanted my approval?
Yeah. Wow, geez, that makes it sound so official. But yeah! Victoria snorts softly.
If not that, then what?
I just didn't want you to be disappointed. I thought it'd be nice if this made you... happy? I shrug, rubbing at the back of my neck, ignoring the way my mouth feels as dry as sandpaper. Happy! I knew it! Victoria straightens at my words, and I hear her take a deep breath. Oh.
Christ, Max. It's...
Victoria has to collect herself, really. I'm not in a rush. When she finally does manage something, she heaves an almost annoyed sigh.
It's seriously not that big of a deal.
It's not?
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's not. It's
Nah.
not.
It's 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 not.
Max, why are we saying snot?
Boogers!
Bugger. It's not, it's buggers.
Victoria flicks her booger. Victoria flicks her wrist at me, resting her elbow against her car and standing up straighter. What?
Sure, this place isn't like fucking Seattle or something. I know. But people are not. Like I said literally a few minutes ago, it hardly matters. Whether or not there are any idiots around to photograph, it's not going to stop us from taking remarkable images.
Hell yeah. Huh? Yeah, I guess you're right. Guess you're right. I avert my gaze from Victoria almost bashfully at the smug smirk she gives me. Cause she's a badass.
Of course I'm right. Just remember, Max, all these people aren't my partner. You are.
Ooh. I'm silent for a second, and I can't help myself. Partner in love? I laugh a little, although I feel my ears heating up, my face flushing red at the way Victoria says that. I can't help that I love the way that sounds. Victoria, I'm sorry, but can you say that again? I really like it. But that was pretty tacky, like, super cheesy, but I loved it. Victoria blushes.
Victoria!
Victoria!
She starts narrating her actions.
Victoria blushes a little too... What the fuck are you doing, Max? Victoria blushes a little too brightly. And it makes me grin again, taking control of the situation. I like control.
Whoa. What? Fuck off. Oh my god. I'm grateful.
No! No! It's fine! I was off! Oh, fuck, I fucked up. Nice hearing that. I feel like it's probably better to placate here before she gets even more flustered and rips out your throat.
Sure, whatever.
Victoria scowls at me, her pink cheeks fading. Ruined it, Max.
You still suck.
This does suck.
You're still a child compared to me.
Well, what a fucking Servitor. Yeah. Okay, sure, Victoria.
Sure, Victoria.
Sure, I suck. Okay. I'm totes aware that I probably got the stupidest grin on my face. Because you got a stupid face.
Yep.
And then I remember we should probably make an effort to start our project. Now that we've actually completely settled down. Have fun. I take a few steps back, prompting Victoria to follow me with a raised brow. So I know it's no Seattle, but... we should probably get started! Victoria hums in agreement at that, and we take the time to pace down the boardwalk, looking at potential targets. Similarly quiet in our search for the perfect shot. Perfect snipe, I mean shot.
Yeah.
Victoria? Something's been bugging me ever since she brought it up earlier, and maybe I shouldn't, but... When she mentioned Seattle, I couldn't help myself.
What?
Victoria's response is curt, and I frown at the sound. I don't exactly respond quick, prompting her to turn to me. She pauses and then sighs, speaking easier. I can tell she's tense despite all that talk from earlier.
Sorry, what is it?
I was wondering.
About?
Seattle. You came from there, right? Victoria seems to be taken completely off guard at the question. She shrugs after a moment.
Yeah, what about it?
So did I. I thought of Seattle makes me feel unsure, an awkward discomfort settling in the pit of my stomach. So, in all actually, I'm not sure what I'm actually asking about. Just that I want to know something about it. Well, do you really think it's better than Arcadia Bay?
You're just full of loaded questions today.
Tori speaks cautiously, and then she purses her lips.
I do, I guess. It's hopelessly plain here.
At the thought of that comparison, I hum almost absentmindedly. All I can do is grasp at the strap of my bag. Ever since I moved here, I haven't even really thought about it much. Probably for the best, I think. It's not like I'd left much behind. I'd only really had Fernando and Christine to keep me company. Kristen. Fernando and the Christine to keep me company. And as amazing friends as they'd been, coming back to Chloe had far outweighed that. 'Cause she's hot. I almost feel like an asshole for thinking like that. I guess so. You're right. That there's way more to look at over there. She's like, what do you mean?
And you'd know that how?
It takes me a second to process Victoria's question, and then I'd stop and turn to face her, my eyes wide. Wait, did you think I've lived here my whole life?
What?
Victoria stops, and for a second I watch her sputter helplessly. Oh my goodness.
Are you telling me you haven't?
She's like, what? I grin wryly at her. Well, sorry to disappoint, but nope.
Oh.
It's actually pleasant to hear Victoria stump for once. Like she's totally at a loss with this information. She's like, so, did you live on the moon?
Did you live on the moon?
Or maybe at not knowing it. Moonchild. As great as it is to have her speechless, I decide to help her out. Yeah, I used to live up in Seattle until I came back here.
You came back here. For Blackwell, I'm assuming.
At that, I can't help it. My smile drops a little. I run my thumb anxiously down the strap of my bag. Yeah. She's right, of course. She totally knows it's right. It wouldn't bother me so much if it didn't make me remember all the grief I'd caused Chloe. It's not your fault that your parents moved, dude. You were a child. Kind of. There was also Chloe.
Right, Chloe.
Victoria grinds that out as sarcastically as she can, and it actually makes me wince slightly. She seems to catch on to my reaction, though, and surprisingly, I watch her sigh and soften up.
Please, don't even. Are you seriously telling me you came back for Chloe?
Maybe?
Blackwell isn't a big deal, Max. Blackwell is a big deal, Max. You know, best friend isn't.
No. That's not how life works. Victoria's wrong about that. Even if I did initially come back because I'd heard about Blackwell, that doesn't mean... That's not true! Victoria tenses, and then suddenly she places her hand onto my arm. Something about the gesture is so off that my irritation is replaced with confusion.
Why are you touching me? Chill, that's not what I meant. What I meant is that for fuck's sake, Max, it's not a crime for you to put your own aspirations first. People talk so much shit about being selfish, but that doesn't mean you're not allowed to be.
Got a good point, Victoria. I like you. I like you! Victoria speaks quickly, although her voice is low and gentle, like she's trying to get it all into my skull. I swallow dryly. So she's got this thing like...
Oops.
She's not she seems like an asshole, but she's not actually an asshole. She probably treats her friends really well.
Yeah, like in the game, her friends were pretty loyal to her. Instead
Yeah,
she did nice things for them, she was a bitch to everybody else.
Yeah, so she probably just like... She has this out thing where she looks like she's an asshole, but she's really good to her friends. But she has like this view on life like, I can be nice to people, but I can also have things for myself. And that's okay. You a smart girl. You a smart girl, Victoria.
I accept you.
I like you. I like you. You're a strong, independent woman. I guess so. You're kind of right. But at the same time, I can't help but feel a little bad. Yeah, Max, I understand you. You know? Victoria purses her lips at me, sliding her hand down my arm.
Whoa, we're getting touchy. Apparently not that much. By much. Though I understand what you're trying to get at. Your insistence on being so kind is fucking nauseating, Max.
Well, it's just who I am. Have you ever considered that your insistence on being... Max, she was trying to be nice to you.
We were in the moment. We were having a moment. And then you pull this. You do this on the day of my daughter's wedding.
What's wrong with you, Max? Go to your room. Being mean is too... I feel like a parent that read like a main text message in their child's phone. I tease, but there's something deeply serious about it. Victoria watches me and then snaps her jaw shut like she's got nothing to say. For a second, she's gotta rip you to shreds.
Maybe we both have things to learn.
You think?
Maybe, but right now I'd rather focus on this.
Max, if you had just gone in this world without caring about anybody, then nothing would have hurt right now.
Nothing would hurt and everything would be okay.
I can't see Victoria as anyone else but Flowey. Victoria changes the subject so quickly that I can't even be sure she'd said it. Not that it Not that it matters. Not when I already know about it. Okay, we can go now. I smile, scratching the back of my neck. I didn't completely fuck up the conversation. You're right. But I was thinking, you're hot. Victoria groans, as melodramatic as ever, wrinkling her nose at me. God damn it, Max, just let me take pictures.
Something you've been doing too much of today, apparently.
Quit it! I'm being serious!